Happy Wednesday and welcome to the Awkward Pocket Diaries. I am wearing my on Wednesdays we wear pink shirt again, and if you still don't know what that is in reference to, you really need to go watch Mean Girls. Like, you should do it now. I don't care what you're doing, go watch it. And speaking of watching, today I was going to talk about this new TV show. It's in its second episode and it's called Gotham. It is on Fox, and it's basically a prequel to Batman, how everything was, the city was before Bruce Wayne became Batman. And it's really cool. And so I just wanted to talk about it, what I think about it, and things like that. And to preface this entire conversation, I should say that I am not a super Batman fan. I really do like Batman. He's my favorite DC character, but I don't know absolutely everything about the universe. And I have done some extensive research in the way of light comic book reading, watching all the movies, not just Christopher Nolan, all the movies and cartoons, because cartoons are awesome. And I have done some research on some incredible sites like Wikipedia and fan pages, to find out the important questions, like which Robin was which again. So, I do like Batman a lot. And also, I'm not a very good critic, I don't think, because I like a lot of things. A lot of things make me happy. So I'm probably just going to be like, everything was wonderful, and you don't have to agree with me. That's just the way that I am. So, let's get started. The first thing that I really like is Alfred. He's a little different. We get to see him at a different time in his life, and he's really rough and tumble and things like that. And his accent is different, I feel like, because in the earlier Batmans, we have a soft-spoken Alfred who always knows what to say, and it's more like a high-class British accent, because the accents went by classes. And in this one, it sounds a little bit more Cockney, like lower. And it's really, I think it's cool. It adds to his toughness. And we also get to see Alfred in a different time where he doesn't have all the answers. He's not that wise sage man yet. He's still pretty young and learning about how to take care of Bruce. And the thing I really like is that he doesn't have all the answers, but he's still a good enough person to go and ask for help. And I like that. I think he's a good Alfred. And the second person that I really like is Jim Gordon's partner, Harvey Bullock, who is the most corrupt and crooked cop/detective you will ever meet. And even though he's really funny, and he has a lot of the comedic relief on the show, and he just makes jokes like, oh, I got you a coffee, but I dropped it. Drink my own coffee in front of Jim. Jim just rolls his eyes and whatever. And so I like him. He's funny. We'll have to see if he gets tested on his corruptness in the future episodes. And then the third thing I really like, of course that probably everybody really likes, is all the introductions of the villains. The way that they slip them in and you're like, ooh, that's Catwoman. Her name's Cat, even though it's Selena Kyle. She's this homeless kid who's got a lot of moxie. She's pretty boss. And then the Penguin, who I feel bad for. I feel like if society hadn't been so mean to him as a kid, he might have turned out okay. Because he's so polite. He's like, oh, thank you so much for picking me up on the side of the road. And then there are jerks to him, and then he has to kill them. So, I may have a little sympathy for the Penguin. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. And then in the last episode, called Selena Kyle, she gets her own episode. In the last episode, there was this guy who was at the police station, and he was testing for things in the homeless kids' blood and for drugs and stuff like that. And he's like, it's ATP. Do you know what that means? And he's smiling all the time. Could that be the Scarecrow? Who knows? I don't know. But maybe. I'm always thinking, ooh, who could that be? And then also, some people were speculating that comedian in the very first episode was the Joker. Now, nobody knows for sure. Nothing is concrete. These are all speculations. But that would be really cool. And then one thing that I didn't like it seems not plausible to me, is that the entire all the high-ranking officials in Gotham, the city the size of New York City, are corrupt. All of them are with the program. How is that? Jim Gordon has no help whatsoever. No one to tell. He's on his own, which I guess like adds to character building and character arc, etc. But how is that possible? Everybody's corrupt. Did they kill all the good people? They probably did. That's the only way that I can see it happening. But anyways, and then I get this sense of dread about Barbara, his girlfriend, and of course some fans are like, well, I already know what happens. You should know what happens. You should feel dread. But I'm not going to look it up because I'm going to watch the show and just go with it. So, yeah, that's about it. I liked it. You should watch the rest of Gotham so we can talk about it and you can comment on it. And you should watch our videos, subscribe to our videos, go watch Mean Girls, etc. So I hope that you have a good Wednesday. I hope it's sort of awkward but also cool. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.